Hi Flosstube, it's Sam from Stitch Again Sam. I am back. It has been like I think a month since I recorded my last video. Today is July 31st and I know I was here before we left for vacation, which was on July 4th. So yeah, it's been quite a while. This has to be kind of a shorter one too, so I'm going to really just stick mostly to the stitching update, which I have quite a bit to show you. We were on vacation. That's the only other like life update thing I guess I'll share. We were down in Florida, Orlando, and then Clearwater. It was great. We did get to ride out Tropical Storm Elsa while we were down there. It actually was not really that bad. The rain all came through overnight, so we weren't, I mean, it was windy. Like it was really windy the next day, and that was about the extent of it. So no cabanas on the beach, which means no sand on the beach if I can't be in a cabana. So, but it was still nice. It was very nice to get away. Yeah, so summer is just going incredibly fast. I think it seems that way because last summer was just so like nothing, you couldn't really do anything. So every day dragged a little bit. So this year, since we are able to do some things, I don't know, it just feels like it's going really quickly. So anyway, we'll just jump right into the stitching, and then I have some stash enhancements. I like that term better. I think it maybe was Jody at Trixie Tricycle. Somebody said that, and I was like, yeah, that sounds better than haul. I don't know. I'm going to go through the stitching that I have to share with you guys, really not in any particular order again today. I'm still sort of sticking with the categories that I had, so I'll talk about which category things are in as I do that, but yeah, I'm not going to worry about the order that I'm necessarily showing them to you because I just had to pull them together really quick. Okay, so first one is, this is the Satsuma Street. It's the word for autumn. I think it's the Italian word for autumn, but I just call it the autumn sampler. So there's 9 of these images. I'm sure most people have probably seen this, right? So this is in my seasonal category where I do actually have 2 things started there. These 2 are almost done. There's leaves. That's what these little pokey things, they're like the veins on the leaves. And I did not have the right variegated DMC floss. I think I found it. I was at a store down in Columbus, and I'm pretty sure I bought the right one. We'll find out. But so we're making pretty good progress on him, but slow. Nothing. Last time I just had the mushrooms. Okay. Next I will show you, this was the project that I started while I was on vacation and brought with me to work on. It's the Erica Micheals Walk on the Beach. It's not really a sampler. I don't know. Design. So I had started a little bit before we left getting some like outlining done. So I got all of these words. I think these are maybe supposed to be waves. And like started in the sand part. I'm a little unsure, like it's hard to see much color in here, but I'm using a variegated DMC for this part that, if you look here, it's like the water and soul will be like spelled in it. So mine is going to probably be quite a bit darker, and it's a little bit more blue, less aqua than that. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but when I went, I was actually going to buy the fancy floss for all of this, but when I was at the store and like looked at the colors that it was calling for, like did not look anything like close to this. So I don't know. This is a 2019 pattern, so I don't know if things can change or not, but so I just decided to pick things that I either had or could get. So that blue is going to be different. I started this, there's like waves of this lighter color in there. I don't think I like that color, so I think I'm going to pull that out and try to find something else. This is the called for floss. I'm just doing it a little bit differently. So I kind of like burned myself out a little bit on this one because it was all I stitched for the time that we were on vacation for the most part. So I haven't actually done anything else with it since we've been home. I would consider this my focus piece, but I'm not really focusing on. But I needed a break. So we're setting it aside, but you guys hadn't seen that yet, so I still wanted to show you. This is it's a start and a finish because it was my cross stitch camp project for July. Oh, which it's the 30th. I haven't posted a picture of my finished picture of this yet, so I need to do that tonight. And it's the hands-on design. This one is Flamingo Bells. There's 3, oops, sorry for the glare. There's 3 patterns in this series, which I do have the other 2 that I want to do. Look, my nail, I got a manicure today. I don't often get manicures. It kind of matches the flamingo. Okay. So this was my cross stitch camp project, and I finished it, and I love it. It's so cute. Now I'm a little bit afraid to finish this the way, like, they finish them as ornaments. I guess that's considered an ornament, right? But it's like sewn and, oh, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like maybe I could just frame it. I don't know. I'm afraid. We'll figure it out at some point. But this was my favorite one because he has the little socks on. I love the socks. So that's done. And I did it on the called for fabric, which was Icelandic blue linen from Micheals, 32 count. So that was that. This is just antique white 16 count Ada, in case you were wondering about that. And then I also, oh, this is another finish. See, I told you, I'm going to just kind of be all over the place. It's another one of the Crocette, a GoGo pattern, monthly pattern. So I finished August. Love it. He has a koala bear and some flip-flops. And I think I had this one slightly started last time, but this is what I work on Mondays. I do mini Mondays. Now, this Monday I did not, because I don't think the September one is out yet. I guess I could go back. Maybe I should just go back and work on the older ones. Yeah, like that would make sense. Okay, well, that's what we'll do this week. But I would imagine that those last 4 months are going to be done pretty soon. So that one, the stitching is at least done. Sorry, these are wrinkly. Okay, well, this, I guess I'll consider this a focus piece, sort of. I don't know. See, I guess maybe I'm not really doing such a good job with the categories anymore. I just really wanted to do something Halloween. I was itching to do something Halloween. So the first pattern I bought was the Halloween cat from Satsuma Street. So I started. I had it all kitted up. It was ready to go. So I did start it. I don't have a whole lot done, but I kind of outlined the cat body, got his tail done. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's the color of the fabric. This is it's not exactly the called for, but it is a Weeks Dye Works linen, but it wasn't, periwinkle is what's called for. This was a different color. Oh shoot, I don't have the paper, but I will try to figure out what that was, maybe put it in the notes, but it was not periwinkle. I know that, but everything else was the same. But I was having a harder time, like, seeing, I don't know. I was having a harder time on this. I don't know if it was the color. It almost felt like there was a glare or something. I don't know. It was okay. Like, I could do it, obviously, but I found it a little bit harder to stitch on than, like, when I was doing this on a linen or this. And so I don't know if it's a lighter color versus a darker color kind of thing or what. But not undoable. We'll get there. So that was a new start, technically. And then this was the other thing that I did bring on vacation with me. It is an Emma Congdon Stitchrovia pattern, and it's one of these like swatch patterns. So I've shown this one before. Again, it's a wrinkly mess. And I know it looks kind of crazy because there's just started squares everywhere, but what I was trying to do was like lay it all out so I could just fill in and like not have to really think about it. So actually the top row's all done. And this next one here, he's done. So now I'm kind of to the point that I'm just like filling them in. And I was trying to do all the, that's why I have thread here. I was doing the words, and this is, okay. And so I've talked about this before. There's terminology on here that is different because I'm in the US, and I've decided to embrace that, right? But down here, it's called, okay, I thought it was squawking. That's how I would say it, squawking seagull. Now, first of all, in the pattern, seagull is spelled with one L. I don't think that's how anybody spells seagull. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you're from the UK and you spell seagull with one L, but I think it's a mistake. No big deal. Like, I can figure that out, but I was kind of like, oh, shoot. But squawking is squarking. There's an R in it. Squarking. I'm probably not saying squarking. I almost can't even say it. Squarking. I don't have the pattern here, but it has an R. And I was like, oh, is that? And I looked it up, and it is a word, but it's a word I have never heard of. I would say squawking. It's squawking. No R. I don't think there's an R. Now I don't know. No, squawking is a word. Anyway, who cares? Progress is being made on that one. And then next is the one that I usually show you guys first, which is my oldest WIP, my dimensions, Christmas on the beach. And so my intention was to focus on the Christmas tree portion during July, which I have done. I think I've done a pretty good job of it. So most of the tree, I was hoping to get more of the presents and stuff underneath it done too, but that did not so much happen. And the next thing I'm going to show you will explain why. But I did at least get most of the tree done. So he's coming along. So there's that. And then the last thing that I've been working on is my pattern from Cross Stitch for the Earth. And it is, I've shown this one before, so like this is nothing new here, but I'm just calling it the Seasonal Earth Sal. It's this guy. And I'm doing the start each season's section on the first day of that season. Oh, so like I totally learned something new because someone commented on my last video. Okay, so in the US, we choose the first day of a season based on like the equinox or the, oh shoot, what's the other word? Anyway, like lunar? No. Okay, whatever. I think you know what I'm talking about. So like the first day of summer is June 20th. The first day of fall always falls on my birthday, which is in September. And then like 23rd. So there's, you know, it's not like the beginning of the month. So someone, I'm pretty sure she was from Australia, commented and said like their first days of, like it's months. So it's like the first day of the month that equinox would fall in. What's the other word? Okay, anyway. And so it's full months, you know, so like summer would be June, July, and August, like the whole month. And I was like, well, that seems a heck of a lot easier way to do it. Probably is a lot of things, but I had no idea that like different places in the world figured out that first day of a season differently. It was news to me. So fun fact. Anyway, so I'm starting each section on the first day of the season. And this became my, like, I could not put it down. I could not stop stitching it in this past month. So it is quite a bit further along than it was the last time that you saw it. So actually all I really have to do to finish summer, let's see if I can get this figured out, is there's a little section right here that is blue and it has, I think, like a dragonfly or something in there. I did go out into fall a little bit just because it seems silly to not do that whole ring, but there's stitching on the inside that I'm going to wait on because you use that color in the fall side. So I'm like, we'll just wait and do that later. So I'm going to leave that for now. But other than that, the summer part is done. Now, the spring is not quite done. I ran out of time before I got this part of the tree filled in. And then there's a background blue. Oh, and I guess this frog needs a leg. So obviously I am going to finish this before the end of summer. I've got like almost 2 months left. So I'm going to finish up summer and then I'm going to go back and fill in the bits I was missing for spring. So when fall comes, and then I'm putting it aside. I'm not going to start fall early. I'm not going to cheat. And I'm doing this as a stitch along with a couple other Trixie Tricycle, Kayla Cross Stitches, and oh shoot, Tammy. I can't remember now her full name, but I know her name was Tammy. So there's a couple other people doing it, and it's just hashtag Seasonal Earth Sal. Feel free if you're working on this one or want to join along to just use the hashtag. I don't know. It's whatever. It's a fun, I'm having a lot of fun stitching this one. It's kind of like my sweet spot of what I like. There's enough color changes that keeps it interesting, but it's not like annoying. So I'm quite proud of it. Yes. Okay. So that is pretty much all the stitching that I have going on. Now I made some purchases. Maybe too many purchases, but whatever. I'll show you guys. It's mostly patterns this time. I know last time I showed you the fabric and stuff that I had bought. Oh, wait, I was going to show you these. Okay, so I got made fun of pretty mercilessly by my family about these, but I'm going to tell you they worked great for while we were on vacation and I was stitching. You may have seen these. They're like, they go on your neck, and then I don't want to blind anybody, but right, there's a little light on each side. And it was enough light to me. Like I used them on the plane. And then I am a very, very early riser in the morning. So I could sit like somewhere in the hotel room, or like I'd go out on the balcony. God knows what people thought I was doing. They saw me out there. But I could go out on the balcony and stitch. And like, this was enough light for me, to be able to work. So I love that. I don't care if everyone else made fun of me. Okay, so as far as all these new patterns that I bought, I'm pretty sure I did show you guys this one last time, but I finally caved and bought the flea market flowers. I'm pretty sure I did. But what I'm going to tell you is I'm going to use this one as a start in September because they're doing Sunflower September, I think, at Fat Quarter Shop. And oh, I should have looked up her name, but someone else stitched this, but they did it all in different shades of yellow, so they just look like sunflowers. It's gorgeous. I'll try to find a link, or at least the name of the person, so you can go and find it. You probably already saw it, but it looked really pretty that way. So I'm thinking about getting either the like the very light gingham fabric to put it on, or the one that kind of looks like whitewashed wood to put it on, and then just doing it all in yellows, because it looked gorgeous. Loved it. So that is at least the plan for that one. And then, okay, this is like I have no intention of starting these anytime soon, especially now that I have actually looked at the patterns. But this is one of those, like, you just saw it and you're like, oh, it's so pretty. So there's actually 4, and they are Jeanette Douglas patterns, and it's a season, each season by the sea. Winter by the sea, autumn by the sea, you get it, summer, spring. And they don't really ever show you, I think I can, well, okay, I don't know if I can show you that because it's more like the pattern, but it's so tiny. I don't know, whatever. They all fit together, right? Like you can do them individually and they show you the border either way if you wanted to do just one or all 4, but they're intended to go together. So it's about a 12 by 12 size piece if you do all 4 together, I think. Here's the thing. There's some specialty stitches in here, which I didn't really realize when I decided that I loved this and want to make it. I think they look like I can do it and I can figure it out, but I think I want to have a little bit more experience under my belt, or maybe try a smaller project that has some specialty stitches on it before I would try to do something this big. But I just wanted to make sure that I got the patterns. And so here's a question for people that maybe know more about these things than I do. They sell like thread or embellishment packs for each of these. And so like it's called for to do them in silk, I think, for the most part. Which I don't know. Like, I'm sure it's really nice and everything, but I don't know. But I do kind of really like the colors, so I sort of want it to look like what it looks like. And after trying to change the colors on that other one, I'm like, I'm not really so good at picking my own alternative colors. I think they do. Oh, I don't know if they do give you alternative like DMC colors if you wanted to use them. Okay, so anyway, my question is, these embellishment packs, they're like $50 each, and there's 4 of them. So I understand it's silks, so it's going to be more expensive, but like, are you buying, I guess I could ask somebody at my local needlework store, but like, are you buying a whole skein in there and like then you're going to have extra, so you shouldn't really buy all 4? Or are they only just giving you enough to do what you're supposed to do? That's my question. So when you buy these embellishment packs, what are you really getting thread-wise in there? Is it just enough? Or is it more than you are going to need? Because I kind of thought, no, because she did ask me, and I think I was emailing with the owner of one of our local needlework store about ordering these for me, and I think she did say like it's a little bit less, like instead of having to buy all of them, I think you are just getting what you need. But oh my God, how can it be less? It's going to cost me like $200. I don't know. I got to figure that out. So again, many reasons why we're not starting these right now. we need some time to figure that out. But it's a really pretty pattern. And I know there's like a charm in each one, and there's beading. Oh God, there's beads. I'm not ready for these yet, but someday I will be. And then I also got and this is probably a really bad idea, but I got the Madame Chantilly summer pattern. And I had been holding out on these as much as I like them, and I think that they are really cute. I was like, but if I do one, I'm going to want to do more. But then I saw this one and I'm like, but it's BG and I want to do it. So I bought it. So we'll see how long it takes. And then I saw they had a stitch sample of the, I don't remember if it was specifically Halloween or fall, but it was really cute. Done. I think I'm going to leave the word off. I don't think I'm going to put the word on the bottom, but I don't know. I don't have any like quick, like, I don't know when I'm going to start this one either, but it's so cute. Okay. This is going to be a bad thing. It's going to lead me to want to do more of them. That's all I know. And then I got, okay, so here's an easy one. This was when I was down in Columbus at Cross My Heart, I think is the name of the store. It was fun. I thought these would look really cute. Oh, I have that close. Last time I had shown the fabric I got that's like dark gray and it has like white spots on it, like not even spots, right? So it kind of looks like snow. So I thought these might look cute on there. And I might just leave, yeah, there's some things like this has snowflakes stitched on it. There's 3 different patterns. So I might just, then I don't have to do that, right? But I thought those would be kind of cute little things. I'm not sure. I'll probably make ornaments out of them, maybe. I don't know. But they were cute. So I got that. I also purchased while I was there the Long and Winding Road from Blackbird. I'm trying to find all of these Beatles patterns. I have Eleanor Rigby. They ordered Strawberry Fields for me. I really don't want to do Yellow Submarine because I don't really like that one as much. But I would really like to get the Octopus Garden. That one. So I'm on the lookout to find that guy. So I got that one. Okay, and then probably another really bad idea. I think the Mirabilia, like all the patterns with the beautiful like dresses and the ladies, they're gorgeous. I don't know what I would do with it if I stitched one. So like, it's not something as pretty as they are. And I think it would be a fun thing to like take on and stitch. I'm like, but it would take so much time. And then I don't really know what I would do with it. So this is actually, this is not a Mirabilia per se, because but it's Nora Corbett, who I think is who designs a lot of those. But this is for Micheals imports. I don't know. I have never seen this one before, but it's called the Clockmaker's house. I guess that there's a whole village that goes with these. So there's like beads and Krynic and all kinds of stuff on this too that I don't know what I'm doing. But like this whole roof looks like to be silver. We might have to change that up. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle it. But it's so pretty. I don't know. So we got that. And then last but not least, okay, so this was a magazine I think I had seen. I might be in an Emma Congdon like fan Facebook group. So probably that's where I saw it, because it was somewhere on Facebook. But somebody was talking about this contemporary cross stitch collection magazine, and it was relatively inexpensive, like because it had to ship over from the UK. So I want to say it was like $20 or $24. And I sort of like, there were no pictures of a whole lot. Like I've already made this one, or stitched, I should say, this one. So I didn't really know exactly what I was getting, but I was like, there's gotta be something good in there. Well, there certainly was. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I particularly liked in here that I want to stitch. So there are these little bitty, and who is this? Emma Congdon. It's not all Emma Congdon, but there's a lot of her designs in here. I particularly like this little one because I have a little easel like that with a canvas. So that would be a super cute little make it for on my desk. But there are actually, like, there's a whole bunch more designs than what you're seeing here, but they're only in here in like pattern format, so I can't really show you those. But there's a whole bunch that would be really cute on like a little canvas like that. And then I was very excited to see this pattern, which is not new. Like, it's not necessarily that a lot of these are new patterns or anything, but this was on my wish list already, so awesome. Now I have it. And that is a Doreen Jones pattern. Okay, and then there are these cute drinks. I specifically like this here because, okay, and so it actually really does look like it. We were sitting out on the deck kind of by the pool while we were on vacation, and they had a tropical storm like drink. It was so good. It was mango, strawberry, and I think maybe raspberry flavored, but it was kind of one of those things where you're like, this just tastes like a slushie. And then you had like two of them and you stood up and you're like, that's not just a slushie. But it looked kind of just like that, where it was like that coloring, whatever. This lemonade one's pretty cute too, but yeah, so we like that. Okay, these little guys are adorable. I'm not gonna put them on a shirt. I really like the little guinea pig. But as we get further back, remember these, because I'm going to show you what I think would be a cute idea to do with those. And there are more animals than that, because there's a cat, a bird, a fox that you saw there, but there's also a llama and an owl. So yeah, there are 6 altogether. They're cute. Okay, this is Tiny Modernist. I bought the Satsuma Street like sugar skull pattern that she just came out with recently. It's different, but I'm like, it would be great in a grouping. But oh my God, the cat. That's like my favorite thing. That is too cute. Like, man, every time I look at it, I go, I just want to stitch that cat. I mean, the bird's cute too, but the cat is super cute. So I like that one. These, I want to make sure I'm not showing you anything back. So these are Satsuma Street patterns. These might actually be on her Etsy shop too. I'm not sure. I kind of wondered if I changed up, well, and I wouldn't even have to change. I have some pink Ada left over from another project. And so I'm kind of wondering if one of these I might be able to stitch on pink and it would be cute. That was why I Marked that one. Oh, this is another in the category of things that were on my wish list anyway. And voila, there it is. The Emerald City, also by Satsuma Street pattern. So now we have it. Okay, so this is the idea. Like, these patterns aren't bad, but it's this idea of making like a pocket in, well, let's see, because you can do it either way. Like this one is, it's still a pocket. There's fabric underneath and then the stitch part above it. And then you can like tuck things in there. And I thought if I did one of those little, like the guinea pig that was there and did it in a small frame with like fabric there, it would be such a cute way to present like a gift card or something to someone. And then you could hang it up and do something with it. I don't know. I thought that was a kind of a unique idea that I had not seen before. So I will try to do something like that. There's actually other things in here too that are pretty darn cute. But those were like my for sure's. So, okay, I said this was going to be a quick one, but that's all the stitching stuff, and all the purchasing, I think, that I did over the last month. So hopefully I do not go another month before I check in with you guys. It's just, I think summer schedule, it may be a little bit less, but, I hope everyone is enjoying, their summer if you're here in this hemisphere, and I hope winter's not too bad if you're in the other. Okay, well, thank you so much for sticking around and coming back after my long hiatus there, and I will see you again soon.